They will give you always the best rate.
They connect to Binance, HitBTC, LMAX, and Kraken.
What I like about SwissBorg is that they have an amazing app.
Pow wow, yo, yippee, yay. It's POW number 46. Super excited to be with you guys today. And not like always, but today we are going to deep dive into Occam. Occam, that is a wonderful project, and I'm going to be accompanied by Elliot, a really awesome person that's been in the blockchain space for a long time, that's working for Occam, and we're going to talk about why Occam has been a partner of us that we really want to bring to the next level, and how together we could create a great virtuous cycle, as we always talked about it. In the past, we talked about IDOs at SwissBorg, and now we have a strong partner for this. So I hope you're going to enjoy this new format. So let's get right into it.
Pow.
Yo, yippee, yay, guys. So this is a unique powwow. We're going to have a lot of fun with Elliot Hill. Really excited to have you. Elliot's working at Occam. As you guys know, we have listed Occam. That's why I have our awesome back partnership behind here on the screen. And yeah, Elliot, super happy to have you on the show. How's it going, man?
Yeah, hey Cyrus and hey SwissBorg community. It's really great to be here. Thought I'd rep with some green today, show some SwissBorg love. And yeah, really excited to chat to you guys and share what we're doing with the SwissBorg community.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, before maybe getting into the partnership, can we a little bit dive into what is happening on Occam and what are you guys doing?
For sure, yeah. So maybe for those of your community who don't know yet, so Occam is like a full stack DeFi ecosystem built for the Cardano blockchain. So we offer incubator capabilities, launchpad capabilities, and the next thing we're building out is our DEX. So I've got a DEX logo behind me. It's going to be called Occam X, and this like trifecta of products is going to be like a full stack ecosystem for DeFi that's built out on the Cardano blockchain. So we take projects from like an incubator status, so small startups on Cardano, take them all the way through to a successful IDO raise, and then they can trade on our DEX. So the couple of the major things that have been happening in our ecosystem recently, we're really proud that we just launched one of the first Cardano native token IDOs. So we distributed all of our native tokens from Ardana in Cardano. So we're moving one step closer every week to launching, fully for Cardano.
Okay, so if I may, so really the mission of Occam is really to grow the blockchain ecosystem by really incubating the best project. Is that at least what Razor Occam is about?
For sure, yeah. So specifically the Cardano ecosystem as well. So although we don't limit the projects which we bring through Razor just to Cardano, they can also be blockchain agnostic. They have to have some focus on Cardano. So as some of the viewers might know, like Cardano is an up and coming blockchain. It's rolling out its DeFi capabilities now, and smart contracts are live. So we're really excited for the future and what's going to be built out on Cardano in the coming months.
Okay, and maybe like you could walk me through like any of these projects, which ones you like to talk about, like from Centrify, Ycrypt, or other ones.
For sure, yeah. So, I mean, this is a pretty cool example of our interface. So, these are all the upcoming IDOs that we have on the Occam Razor platform. We constantly update these, so like check them every couple of weeks. There'll be new projects there. As you can see right now, and it's a pretty good example, we're actually running an IDO today. So, Centrify is, I think, from there like 87 or 8% sold, is it?
Right.
So that pool is 80% full. So basically, this is how IDOs work on our platform. Projects set the amount that they want to raise. So in terms of Centrify, they're looking to raise $500,000. And then our users can basically contribute ETH to the pool and do this in a decentralized manner. Once it reaches the hard cap and all the tokens are sold, then they move to secondary market trading. So by holding the OCC token, you can participate in these IDOs. Centrify is a really exciting project. They're one of our accelerator projects, which means that we've incubated them.
Very cool.
And they're looking to bring like ticketing for events through as NFTs using smart contract programmability for ticket sales. So they're really like empowering artists to like sell their own tickets and manage their own tickets to like events, music venues. And actually, one of the co-founders behind it is Norwegian multi-platinum award-winning artist CLMDs. That's Martin there. We
Okay.
just did an interview with Martin and David, and they're a super cool team. So we're really excited to see how they grow.
That's really cool. And what do you see often? So this is Martin here.
Hmm.
Okay, it's a DJ. That's cool. We all love DJ, producing our music. Um, how many deals have gone through? How many IDOs happened through Razer in or your very short time? Do we know?
That's a really good question. Yeah, in actual fact, it's been ramping up so much the last couple of weeks last couple of months that probably lost track actually. So if you go to the finish tab there, so we've got 4 active ones coming up. So just
Yep.
above Centerify, we've got a tab for finished. So these are all the IDOs that have successfully raised. So all of these have had like a full sale, so they've all reached their hard cap. So the very
Wow.
first one was our own IDO, like we did our own IDO, Occam.
So there's
Um,
16 and the upcoming one, so it's
16.
almost 20 already. Wow, that's great. So yeah, the first one was Occam, the one I participated. I remember that one.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
so
then
we're
DeFire,
averaging
yeah.
we're averaging around 3 or 4 a month, and we're looking to have at least 4 a month going forward. So we've got 4 in November. We've already got like another 4 lined up for December. So yeah, it's really heating up, and yeah, we're really proud to have so many successful IDOs to date.
Isn't it funny, Elliot? Did you think that, these IDOs or ICOs, I mean, everyone has their own terminology, token event, generation event. Um, it has changed quite a lot since 2017, right? Like
Mm.
most of the guys already usually have bootstrapped it, at least something, a working product, and are usually raising, a fair amount of money, but it's like usually just 100 ETH, like not more than that. Is that something that you guys actually recommend, or is it just projects that come up and say like, hey, just we want some exposure, we want to create a huge community out of this IDO, so we just want essentially a very small amount of a token holder, I mean of crypto as a raise.
Yeah, so like a few things have fundamentally changed since like the ICO days of 2017. And I mean, I remember that's roughly like a year after I got into crypto, the ICO craze was really like booming.
Right.
And projects would raise an enormous amount of money, but then they were custodians of those funds. And within that, we had like all of these like rug pulls. They were really, there was a handful of really great projects that are still around today, but for every good project, there was 10 that was just a cash grab. The
Yep.
IDO scene is fundamentally different in that they raise, as you just said, like a more modest sum.
Mm-hmm.
Can do bigger raises, and some of the projects which come through us do a multi-platform IDO, so they might raise 500,000 on ad platform, 500,000 on another platform, for instance.
Right.
But essentially, what they're doing is hedging risk, and they're giving a smaller amount of tokens to a dedicated number of token holders, and they're only raising funds that they need to move to that next step of development. So they're doing it in a lot more of a conservative way, and a way that makes them more accountable to their token holders. So I think we're past like the sort of Wild West days of the ICO market back in 2017. And now we've got much more responsible teams raising funds. That's
Right.
part of what we do as a launchpad as well. We do the due diligence on these teams. So although
Right.
the process is still decentralized, we make sure that the teams are like, like good guys, basically.
Exactly. I mean, you obviously have to filter, and then obviously we're counting on you. I mean, there's some deals that I'm participating, some deals I'm not, but there's definitely a good amount of projects here, and I think so. That's something that we like very much at SwissBorg. I think so. Like you, we're not going to list a very big amount of tokens that we don't believe in. We don't see the value. We don't understand their mission. We don't see if they're decentralized or not. So
Mm.
there's definitely a lot of different filters that you guys do, and we feel very much aligned there. Um, Elliot, maybe if people want to get more into Razer and start staking, I know a lot of the community members are saying like, yeah, but we just want to stake on SwissBorg and want to receive these different tokens and participate through that EO through the SwissBorg app. I know, and that will probably happen. But before getting to that, let's just have a little deep dive into Razor right now
Mhm.
and explain a bit, what's happening here on my own personal Razor account. So here we can see this is my address, my wallet, right? So what's this OCC staking APY, for example? What does this go for?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, as you said, we're working together on making these features available through SwissBorg. But for now, the OCC staking APY is the amount of like yield that our OCC holders can generate when they stake. So, yeah, if you click go to staking, we do this in a number of ways. So we've basically got a number of mechanisms whereby it generates stake rewards for users. So one of these is our cast out fee. So if you are an OCC staker and you decide to remove your stake, there's a small fee associated with that. It's currently 4%, but that fee is distributed among our remaining stakers. That happens on a continuous basis. So that's one of the
Just really
ways we
cool.
do
So it
that.
really penalizes those that are here for the short run, and on the
Mhm.
opposite, it really rewards the long-term players. Is that it?
Yeah, exactly. So if you've been staking since like day one, since it went
Yep.
live, you're gonna have benefited from all of those cast out rewards. The
Right.
other thing that we offer is obviously CED, which stands for Continuous Ecosystem Diversification. Bit of a mouthful. So we prefer just CED rewards. But basically, every single IDO that runs through Occam Razor can choose whether to make a portion of their tokens available as CD rewards. So we buy, say, like 20% of their supply that they're making available, and we distribute their tokens amongst our stakers. So you can claim those through the
These are
OCC
here in the
staking
Razor
through the
rewards.
Razor
Yeah.
rewards. Exactly, yeah. So you'll get like a portion of that according to how much stake you've got. So basically, you can passive earn tokens of these new and upcoming projects that are launching on Cardano. It's a great way to just like reap tokens of like brand new projects without actually participating in the IDO if that's not your thing. So we're really proud of that mechanism. And yeah, like it's just a great way to just boost up those stake and rewards. And that's on top of that 4.7% stake
Yeah.
and reward that you get. Mhm.
So not a lot of viewers are probably going to say, yeah, but Cyrus, why you didn't collect these tokens so far? Um, Obviously, we all know the answer. It's just that for now, as it's on Ethereum, and the price gas is quite high. I haven't had the use of saying, okay, I want to collect these $800 because essentially I'll be paying pretty much something a bit less, but a big portion would go into gas fees.
Mhm. So
How, yeah, how would you, what will be the next version and how would we be able to collect these different rewards?
yeah, so we've already introduced you can select all and you can claim them all at once. So
Oh, that's new.
what we
Okay,
usually recommend users do is like, yeah, let them accumulate and then claim them all in one transaction. So you only pay one lot of Ethereum. Obviously, that's still
that's still
pretty
high.
high.
I'm not gonna
So
do that one.
what we're also doing is all of these CD rewards that accumulate when these tokens are issued as Cardano native tokens and when our smart contracts are implemented in Plutus, you'll be able to claim on the Cardano blockchain. And I think the cost of like a transaction on the Cardano blockchain averages around zero point zero
Yep,
point 0.2 ADA, which is like literally a couple of cents. So
yep.
if you want to wait, they're going to be there for you. And when we
I will definitely
transfer onto
wait. It
Cardano,
was a
you
bit
can
more
claim them.
expensive actually, the gas price than the reward. So even if I believe in these projects, I will wait for
Mhm.
that bridge to happen, which is great. Um, Now let's maybe go. I mean, then there's liquidity minings. We don't need to dive into it, but you guys probably have understood what it is. So if you are essentially doing on Uniswap liquidity mining in one of those MEs, you get a certain percentage, and that's 25% I see right now, which is very high.
Mhm.
And that is if you stake OCC in W wrapped Ether. Is there another pool so far? No, that's the main pool, right?
That's the main pool, yeah. So this actually, we've just updated this, and I'm really excited to share some of the features. So that's for providing liquidity on the OCC to ETH pair. So yeah, that's 25% staking rewards. But if we just head back to the actual liquidity mining interface on Occam Razor, you'll see next to the Uniswap liquidity mining title, we've got a little drop down there.
Yep.
And you can now provide liquidity for loads of all the different tokens that come through our Razor Launchpad. So if you just go to
Nice.
the drop down next to the title, that's it. Yeah.
This
Uh,
one?
just down from there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll
Oh
see
yeah, these
we've
are the
got
same ones. Yeah, that's why I saw
mhm.
that already. Yeah, yeah, of course. So
So
these are
some
the
of
different
those are
ones,
really
right?
high APY. So yeah, that's like 80% APY if you provide liquidity to Card Wallet. DeFi is still at 35%, and then we've got Theos. We're going to have Centurify as well coming out today. That's going to be at over
Ooh.
200% APY. Um, so yeah, it pays to provide liquidity, and you can do that natively through our Razor interface now. So obviously you have
And
to
that's all
stake.
on Uniswap V2, right? For
Yeah,
now.
all on Uniswap V2, yeah. But obviously, like once our DEX is live, you're going to be able to provide liquidity using your ADA to these trading pairs through our DEX. So that's all going to be native as well. So we're really building out this like funnel where you can participate in IDOs, gain staking rewards, claim the IDO tokens, and then go and provide liquidity, and you earn like APY and yield at every single step of the process, as well
Love it.
as getting your IDO tokens that you can go and sell on the secondary market or hold if you want to. So yeah, it's really like a self-sustaining ecosystem that we're building.
Yeah, I really love it. And maybe one last thing that we could dive into the product itself. It's very similar to what has been implemented on SwissBorg with the standard accounts to Community Premium and then to Genesis Premium. Here we see there's something quite similar. There's different tiers that goes from the Mont Blanc to the Elbrus to the Fuji to the K2 and finally with our beautiful Mont Everests. Can you
Mhm.
explain us quickly what is the difference? I'm very proud that, by the way, I'm in the top Mon Everest. I climb always to reach that flag, and put the SwissBorg cool thing, and now with Occam. Can you explain us a bit what's the difference in these different, yeah, premium tiers?
For sure, yeah. So anyone who wants to participate in an IDO has to fall in at least one of these tiers. So the minimum tier to participate is 150 OCC, and you'll be in Mont Blanc. So that's gives you access to IDOs on like it's sort of like a random basis. So you register for the IDO, and it's sort of like lottery mechanics on participation. And then you move up. So in Elbrus, you stake 500 OCC, you have a slightly higher chance of being picked for that IDO. So you can see there the odds multiplier. You've got twice the likelihood of being picked than someone in, say, Mont Blanc tier. Then Fuji, you have like 4 times the chance, and it's also stake weighted. So if you stake up to like 3,999 OCC, you have a much higher chance of getting into IDOs. And then in K2 and Everest, you have guaranteed participation. So you can participate in any of the IDOs that launch on Occam Razor. And you also have no cool off fee. Sorry, not fee, cool off period. So the cool off periods for the first 3 tiers, if you participate in one IDO, you have to observe like another IDO has to pass before you can get into another one and that sort of thing. But
Okay,
yeah, those 2 top tiers are like guaranteed you can get into every single IDO on Occam Razor.
love it. Super cool. That is really, really cool. Um, what else? Yeah, what's cooking? Obviously, as we talked about this earlier, guys, really the game here with Occam is that we talked about an ideal platform already, I think so now 6 months ago. And this is a great ideal platform. There's a lot of ways that we want to, we are teaming up with essentially Occam. How do you see the product evolving? How do you see the product evolving essentially?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, like our next major milestone is Occam X. And let me get up the Occam X interface for you here. I'll just go to Occamify. I'll just share it. So Occam X is our decentralized exchange. Let me just share my screen. So if you navigate to our landing page, which is occam.fi, you can do a couple of different things. So you can see the Razer app that we've just been on. You've also got the OCX ISPO, which I'll talk about in a little bit, and our links for trading and buying OCC. But if you go onto the burger menu and you click Occam X, you go to our Occam X landing page. So this is the DEX that we're building out for the Cardano ecosystem. It's going to be one of the first DEXs to launch on Cardano. We're not launching this on Ethereum. This is just going to be Plutus based. So it's going to be built and written in Haskell. And it's going to be one of the first like secondary market trading venues for Cardano native tokens. So we launched our cool mascot, and I see that some of the SwissBorg community have already done some cool memes around that. So thanks to everyone watching who made some content from that. So we've got Occam the Monk, and this is basically just a place for secondary market trading of Cardano native tokens. So it's backed by IOHK through their C fund, and also by Emergo, so two official Cardano entities. We're just going to empower the trading of Cardano native tokens and build out, like the Uniswap of Cardano, essentially.
That's super awesome. I love it. And hopefully be able to integrate you guys within the Wealth app again and again and grow this space with smart brains and a beautiful ecosystem. So definitely looking into this. I hope, guys, we answered all your different questions. What it is. Oh, yeah, people are trying to know as well, will they be, for example, other categories for smaller holders? People asking if they'd be like able to have 50 OCC would be a new premium tier, maybe like not a Mont Blanc, but maybe a Jura for the people that know what's the Jura, for example.
That's a really good question. Yeah, so we have like since the beginning explored ways to increase participation for smaller token holders or more modest wallets. So we've been toying with the idea of introducing something for people who stake 75 OCC. And obviously, as like the price of OCC goes up, we'll also
It's harder to get in, yeah.
moderate it down the requirements. At the moment, what I would say is one of the best ways that you can participate. So there's no limit on staking for staking rewards and CD. So you could literally buy like 10 OCC, go to the Razer app and stake those, and you'd still get CD rewards according to how much you'd staked. So you can still get tokens from these projects that IDO through our launchpad. So that's one way to participate if you haven't quite got enough to participate in an IDO yet. And then you can accumulate those rewards and add to your OCC stack to move up the tiers. It's what a lot of our users do at the moment. So say they're in tier 5, which would be Mont Blanc. They've been staking for a while. They're accumulating those CD rewards and maybe transferring them to OCC and slowly climbing up the tiers. Yeah. But we are looking at introducing stuff for smaller token holders as well.
Love it. Love it. I mean, I think so. Is there anything else, Elliot, you want to add to this beautiful talk?
I would say like the next major milestones for us is rolling out our Plutus smart contracts. So we're already building the Plutus smart contracts for Razer as well. The DEX is our like focus at the moment, but we're going to have our full launchpad on Cardano. And do keep an eye if some of you guys also are in the Cardano community. Have a look at Cardano 360 this month because we're going to be on there talking about our development progress.
Awesome. And maybe let's take this last second for you to ask me any question that you have on the bottom of your heart.
For sure, yeah. So I would probably like to ask you personally, like out of those 4 IDOs that we've got upcoming, which one looks your favorite?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great one. I will have to dig into it a little bit more, to be honest with you. I like the fact that the NFT for the ticketing, that's the only one that, you talked about it. I did check it. I did check it. So we'll have to really look more into it. But I like when projects do essentially, but what is Colosseum already? I haven't checked Colosseum.
Yeah, so Coliseum is like an esports
Cloud
platform for like
prediction
gaming.
market.
Yeah, and
Okay.
those guys have already started building out like their esports platform. That's going to be they're another incubator project, and then we got NewNet as well. NewNet are like backed by Singularity Net, so Ben
Oh yeah.
Gortzel, yeah, so they're launching like an AI based like computing power sharing network, so they're really cool as well. We've got some awesome projects coming up.
Oh yeah, there's Ben Gord on it as well. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
probably gonna be a cool one because he's part of Singularity IO as well. I would go for that one because I know the guy and I know he's a
Yeah,
really smart one.
yeah.
So I would go for that one, but I need to dig a little bit more into it. Well, thank you, Elliot. This was really cool. Hope to bring you back into this show, or if not, on Crypto Night with my brother. That'll be always cool.
Yeah.
So, guys, I hope you enjoyed
Awesome.
this. I hope, Elliot, you really enjoyed it as well. And as always, guys, keep tuned in. Take care.
Thanks, Cyrus.
Well, guys, I hope you really enjoyed it. It was really cool to have Elliot by my side. It was a little bit different. Trying always to test to see what you guys prefer. Please let here in the comments to see if you like this format. Should we have this time to time with more different founders or people be really into the teams and diving into not only asking questions, but we're looking at how the product really works. If you like it, please comment here. If you didn't, and how can we make it better, please as well suggest any of your comments. Besides that, obviously, this has been a huge milestone. I mean, launching the Yield 2.0 has been a real game changer. And thank you so much for those 99% of people that are really now getting rewarded in a better way. And hopefully, you'll get to Community Premium or to Genesis Premium while it's still there. I as well want to say for all the French people, enfin la francophonie, nous avons réussi à avoir l'app en français. Je sais que ça a pris énormément de temps, mais Rome n'a pas été construit en 2 jours, ni Paris, ni Lausanne, ni Genève, ni Bruxelles, ni Luxembourg et tous les autres pays francophones. Donc, I really want to say that, I think so this is really going to bring a huge new way because there's been a lot of people getting to download the SwissBorg app, going through the KYC, but, then they were not super comfortable by the fact that it was in English, right? Now that it's in the French and native language, this is going to activate a lot of accounts. It's going to bring more and more people that are really going to enjoy a better experience. And what I always said, SwissBorg, one of the best things that we do is that we've built the Wealth app exactly like a blockchain. There's your identification. Each time you create something, there's a block, there's a hash rate that goes to it. And therefore, whenever you want to build something on a vertically reason, it gets very hard because the whole logic has to change, right? It's not just one system, it's the whole intelligence behind it has to evolve, And now that we have finally being able to implement a new language, well, other languages are going to come. And this is going to bring a huge new experience to so many markets. I'm super excited about that. So please comment what should be the next market. Should it be German? It should be translated in German, in Italian, and Spanish. Looking forward to it. I'm super pumped, and I hope you too. Bye, guys. As always, love our CHSB. I got it wrong again. Be wealthy, be healthy, and love our CHSB. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.
Through SwissBorg, all assets will have a fiat gateway. And here is the thing.
Premium features gives you zero fee trading.
It's an amazing fiat gateway.